In this section, I want to show you an example of a user-defined stamp. So for this, I need to create a die and a punch, and I want to use them to create the stamp I need to. So here I want to create the first thing. This is going to be the door of a computer case. So for this, I need to first of all go to Insert menu and define the parameters. And this is going to be 1 millimeter of thickness, 2 millimeters of bend radius. In bend extremities, I make sure that the tangent is going to be selected because I'm going to use a die and punch. And in bend allowance, I want to change the K factor to 0.5. So I go to deactivate here and type in 0.5 here and click on OK. Now that I have created this, I want to go to XY plane, go to sketch environment, and this time I make sure that I have zoomed out enough to create a big shape. I draw a rectangle, and this rectangle is going to be 420 millimeters in 390. So I type in 390 here, and now I need some symmetries here, and I create the symmetries. Let's create it again. Clicking on these two and the symmetry line, and click on symmetry, and this is the first, second, and third, and go again selecting the symmetry. Now I exit my workbench, select the wall from insert, walls, wall, and click on OK. Now I go to insert menu and select the wall on edge here, and select this edge. And this time I want to have about 10 millimeters of wall, and this is going to be in the reverse position. And make sure that width bend is selected because I want to have roundness around this bending. So I click on OK. Now I have created this. So let's zoom in a little bit. I want to select this face. By clicking on this, I want to go to sketch environment and draw a very simple elongated hole here. So I select the elongated hole. This is here on the rectangle, and I draw this like this. And now I want to change some of these values. This is going to be about 2.5, and this line is going to be 3 millimeters. So I add 3 millimeters here. Okay. Let's move them a little bit away from the shape. And now one of these points or the whole line should be selected. I select the point, press Ctrl button and select this upper edge, and make sure that these are 5 millimeters away from each other. So I type in 5, but I want to click on more because I want it to be on the other side. I click on swap location. So I click on OK, and again I select this point and select this vertical axis, and these are going to be 150 millimeters away. So that's it. I exit my workbench. I want to have the exact copy of this hole in the other side. So I go to part body, right click on the sketch 2 and copy this, right click on part body and paste it, and double click on the sketch 3, that is the new sketch that I just created. Double click on this 150 millimeters constraint, click on more and click on swap location. Click OK. Now I have two very similar shapes here. Okay. Now I want to go to insert, go to cuttings and select the cutout. This is the simplest shape of cutting. So I select this. And I can see that I want to have a hole here. So I click on up to last. And I'm not going to change any other things, so I click on OK, and I can see that the hole is created here. I select this sketch again. Let's go to insert menu, select cuttings, and select cut out, and select this sketch. Now I have a hole here. This is the first part that I just created. I want to have a punch and a die and create a stamp on this wall. So let's zoom out a little bit, change the part body name. I wanted to change it to computer case door and click on OK. I want to hide it. Okay, collapse it as well. I want to create another plane here. So to create a plane, I go to mechanical design, wireframe and surface design environment and click on plane, or I go to insert menu, wireframe and select a plane. And this plane is going to be about 100 or 200 millimeters below the XY plane. So I type in 200 millimeters. XY plane is going to be selected, and I click on reverse direction. I want it to be below this, so I click on OK. Now the plane is created. Let's see this by going up. Where is it? So I need to open computer case door. I have created this here. I don't want it to be here, so I remove this by deleting. I go to insert and click another body. This body is going to be renamed to die. And by selecting, by making sure that this is selected, I go and create the plane. Now it is going to be created in the reverse direction. I want it to be down, and that's it. The plane is created for me. Okay, let's go back to generative sheet metal design environment. I want to be here. Or let's go to part design environment because I want to create a padding. So I need the tools in part design environment. So let's select this plane, go to this environment and draw a rectangle. This rectangle is not going to be that big. So I draw this, and this rectangle is going to be 300 by 250. So I type in 300 here and 250 here. And I need to make sure that this is centered. So I select this, this, and this, and go and add a symmetry. Again, this, and this, and add another symmetry. Okay, now I have this. I exit my workbench, and I want to have a pad. So I go insert sketch base picture and select padding here, and I want to have about 50 millimeters of padding. This is going to be in the reverse direction. That is the bottom direction. So I click on OK, and that's it. Select this face, and I want to hide the plane. By selecting this face, I can draw another profile here. I want to have a circle, and of course you can have very complex profiles here. I just want to have a very small circle, a little big circle of course. And let's make this about 150 millimeters in radius, in diameter. So I click on OK, I exit my workbench, and go to add a pocket to this, and this pocket is going to be 5 millimeters only, and I click on OK. Now that's it. Now this is going to be my die, and if you notice, you can see that I have some sharp edges here where the pocket is created, and these sharp edges will cut the sheet metal. So I want to have some padding, some fillets around this, so that it is going to it is not going to be sharp. So I go to insert menu to dress up features and select edge fillet, and this edge fillet is going to be 2 millimeters, and you know that the default bend radius is selected 2 millimeters, so this is okay for me. I select this edge, click on OK. Now I need another one, so I go to insert, dress up features and select the edge, and this edge this time is going to be selected, and click on OK. Now I have my die created here. Now in the next part I want to create the punch for you, but remember that I want to move it down a little bit, or no, I'm not going to move it down because I created another plane. I created this here. So I have my die, I have the case door. Now the next thing that I want to create is the punch.